Off the top at 5, the retired D.C. police lieutenant who was working as an instructor when he shot and killed a special police officer at the Anacostia Neighborhood Library was just sentenced.
It was an emotional day today. A judge handing that sentence down just a few minutes ago. Stephanie Ramirez joins us live with those details. Steph, what are you finding out?
Guys, palpable is the word I would use to describe the emotion, the angst, the frustration that you felt inside the courtroom and still after. This is a cousin who's speaking behind us, and we did quickly chat, listen to the cousin who was upset, saying that he felt if this was the judge's daughter, that the judge would have decided differently. Guys, we're talking about at least 11 impact statements read in court today for 25-year-old Special Police Officer Marissa Mannion, who was shot and killed last year. The grandmother of the victim told the suspect that you murdered her and the death penalty is too good for you. Another person, actually the cousin behind me here, spoke saying that he forgives the victim, but also told the victim that he destroyed the family, taking away the heartbeat, the pulse of this family here. First on Fox 5, we also spoke with another family member. This is the brother of the victim, Radcliffe Mannion, who had the sister's son, his nephew, in his arms as he addressed both the judge and the suspect in this case. Here's what he told us earlier.
The plea deal should have never been on the table. We know who did it. As a trainer, as an officer, he had no reason to do it, and it is no justification.
Jesse Porter is the retired D.C. police lieutenant who was working as an instructor the day the fatal shooting happened. Court documents described a baton training coming to an end at the Anacostia Neighborhood Library when the group had gathered for a class picture. Porter allegedly joking with the victim, who had said that she wasn't ready for the photo, wanting to take off her face mask. Now, those same court documents also say that earlier that day, witnesses saw Porter pull out an orange training gun, simulating that he was shooting the victim. With those around laughing, Porter apparently claimed that he thought he pulled that same fake training gun when the fatal shot was fired the second time around. Now, the plea deal, that documents say that Porter's 33 years as a law enforcement officer, including his time at a police academy, that his actions were at least a gross deviation from proper safety protocols, and that he knowingly created an extreme risk of death. Porter was originally indicted on 3 counts of second-degree murder while armed, among other charges, guys, but we know that that was pled down to involuntary manslaughter. We're told that the prosecution was asking for 7 years, which was believed to be the max behind bars according to the plea deal, but the attorney for the suspects here had asked for 3, the judge granting that today. We are turning around, just paying attention to what's going on behind us. It's a very emotionally charged environment here as the family leaves court. Of course, we're going to be providing more updates, but guys, any questions I can answer for you right now?
Yeah, it's still a lot going on in front of that courthouse. Talk to me about the length of this sentence again, Steph. Why the leniency here? Did you get any explanation?
Sure. So again, the prosecution was asking for over 80 months, which goes to 7 years behind bars. What we're told is supposed to be the most according to the plea deal. They got 3. That's what the suspect's attorney was asking for, and the judge granted that, saying in part that yes, they were looking at making an example because a lot of rules were violated here, including the cardinal rule mentioned before in court documents, which is to treat every firearm as if it's armed. But he also looked at his age and also his history, that he did not have a criminal history during all of the work that he's done in law enforcement. Guys, we have the attorney here, so I'm going to toss it back to you, and we'll get you more in the 6 o'clock show.
All right, Steph, thank you so much. Great reporting.